Hello, I'm Barbara McMillen, and I welcome you to the Dallas Songwriters 33rd Annual Song Contest Awards. We are so happy to have you tune in from Facebook land, or you may be watching this from YouTube at a later date. Wherever you are, thank you so much for joining us. We have a great program in store for you. Our performers today are semifinalists from our International Song Contest and DSA's Young Songwriters Contest. Our presenters are DSA directors and our category judges. Again this year, we've had an enormous response in entries, resulting in a great number of really good semifinalists. Our performers are coming from all over the world thanks to the technology of Zoom. And our wizards behind the screen, Harri Hewlett, Troy Inslee, Bill Martin, and Keith Dodson. Since learning to perform over Zoom during the COVID shutdown, we've continued some of our programs virtually and thought it a great way for more performers to participate. It's a wonderful thing that our performers from all over can join us today without getting on a plane and all that travel mess. Before we start, let me tell you a little bit about DSA. In case you didn't know, Dallas Songwriters Association has been around since 1987. In 1990, the DSA became a nonprofit educational association with a mission to provide information about the craft and business of songwriting. We are an active group with 7 regularly scheduled monthly events. You will hear more details about these programs from our directors later on in the program. We publish a bi-monthly newsletter, Songwriter Notes, and we have developed 4 song contests to provide a benchmark for songwriting competency. We have a quarterly lyric contest, Best Songs of the Meeting critique contest, our annual International Song Contest, which is one of the longest running amateur song contests, now in its 33rd year. And we are in our 4th year of our 18 and under Young Songwriters Contest. What great opportunities to reward great songwriting. So, the past summer, we've been searching for the best songs for the year 2023. Today, you will have the opportunity to hear some incredible singer-songwriters performing their original songs. So let's get started with our Young Songwriters Contest. Up first is some remarkable talent from our 18 and under Young Songwriters Contest, all the way from Corpus Christi, Texas. She's a Texas-born and raised singer-songwriter who has been singing since she was a toddler, and she frequently put a melody to even the most mundane task like her elementary math homework. At 9 years old, she was putting lyrics to melody and entertaining her family. Now, at only 15 years old, she has penned more than 150 original songs. As a multi-instrumentalist playing piano, guitar, and ukulele, she has established herself as a well-rounded musician and a true artist as she continues to hone her craft. Often she can be found at the local farmers market, many festivals, art galleries, and various private events, performing an engaging mix of classic covers across a variety of genres, as well as many of her original songs. However, her favorite place to sing is at her church on Sunday mornings and Wednesday nights. Her sights are set on a career in music in Nashville. She is currently in the midst of writing, composing, and recording a multiple song project about a girl's journey towards self-discovery. Please welcome Emma James performing her song, Dreaming Wild.
Hey, thank y'all. So yeah, this is my song, Dreaming Wild. I hope y'all enjoy. First in love or forever, only time will tell. There's sparks when we're together, everyone can tell. And I know we're on the same page. We want this to be a forever thing. If it all works out, we'll be driving down the back roads of Tennessee to our house, 2 kids in the backseat, dressed in our Sunday best. Butterflies still in my chest, have 2 hunting dogs running on a piece of land. Pretty kids with my eyes in your lap, hope that it all works out. But for now, we're just dreaming. Wild, just 2 kids dreaming. Wild, and there's no guarantee, so we'll just make the best of it. Turned out it's not like the movies, hope it's worth it in the end. My Texas boots, velvety cowboy boots. Now you got me riding shotgun, chasing the sun, just trying to find out if you're the one. If it all works out, we'll be driving down the back roads of Tennessee to our house, 2 kids in the backseat, dressed in our Sunday best. Butterflies still in my chest, have 2 hunting dogs running on a piece of land. Pretty kids with my eyes in your lap, hope that it all works out. But yeah, we're just dreaming. Wild, just 2 kids dreaming. Wild, I know we're only 17, but I want your last name to be mine. For now we're somewhere in between Jack and Diane and strawberry wine. Hope it all works out. Drive 1,000 miles to see you there. Late night calls talking about the life we share. Never thought I could be so blessed to put a ring on my finger, and you know the rest. Guess it all worked out. Driving down the back roads of Tennessee to our house, 2 kids in the backseat. Butterflies still in my chest, have 2 hunting dogs running on a piece of land. Pretty kids with my eyes in your lap, glad that it all worked out. 'Cause now we're still dreaming. Wild, in a loving dreaming. Wild. Thank y'all.
Oh, Emma, that was incredible.
Yeah.
What great talent. All right, so hang in here a minute. I'm going to tell you who the semifinalists are for the Young Songwriters Contest. That was Dreaming Wild by Emma James, Corpus Christi, Texas. Happy for You by Ava Della Pietra, Oldfield, New York. I Don't Know the Words by Brandon Meek, Grapevine, Texas. Worst of Times by Ava Della Pietra, Oldfield, New York. And Your Plans by Niesia Robreno, Heartland, Texas. And the winners are honorable mention, Your Plans by Niesia Robreno, Heartland, Texas.
I know your plans for me are good, far bigger than my dreams. There's no more wasted time. Spend it with you joyfully. Joyfully.
We have another honorable mention. I Don't Know the Words by Brandon Meek, Grapevine, Texas.
It's my song. It's not long. The words will come back to me someday. It's my song. The
And third place is Worst of Times by Ava Della Pietra, Oldfield, New York.
And we both always knew your anxiety would make you lose your mind. And things are getting kind of rough, and you feel like you're not enough. Just remember that I'll be here by your side in the worst of times, so you don't get worse with time.
In second place is Happy for You by Ava Della Pietra, Oldfield, New York.
It's hard to be happy for you when she's the only one you see. It's hard for me biting my tongue when all that I know is you and me. It's hard to be happy. It's hard to be happy, happy, happy. It's hard to be happy. It's hard to be happy, happy.
And the winner of the Young Songwriters Contest for 2023 is Dreaming Wild by Emma James of Corpus Christi, Texas.
If it all works out, we'll be driving down the back road of Tennessee to our house, 2 kids in the backseat, dressed in our Sunday best. Butterflies still in my chest. Have 200 dogs running on a piece of land. Pretty kids with my eyes on your lap. Hope that it all works out. But now we're just dreaming wild. Just 2 kids dreaming wild.
And the certificate, let's have a look at the certificate. And Emma wins, by the way, $100 and a $500 scholarship if she should decide to study music in college. So she's got a $500 college scholarship to get her started. And I know that's going to be a couple of years. If she decides to go to college, we will give her a good start off for that. Here's how the certificate reads. Dallas Songwriters would like to recognize your performing and songwriting talent as a young artist by presenting you the certificate as a winner of the Young Songwriters Contest. Well deserved.
Thank y'all so much.
That's a great song, Emma.
Thank you.
Very well done. All right. Feel like we ought to hear a bunch of applause and stuff because that was so good. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our annual International Song Contest. So DSA offers $5,000 in prizes with winners in each of the 8 categories plus 3 grand prize winners. Our judges in each category are industry pros who use a standardized critique form, rating from 1 to 10 in the 6 elements of a song: hook, melody, lyric, structure, originality, and truth. So here are the category prizes. The first place in each category gets $100, a 1-year Broad Jam Film and TV membership. And second place in each category gets a $50 cash and a 1-year Broad Jam Film and TV membership. And those Broad Jam Film and TV memberships are worth $99.95. And then every winner will receive a DSA membership, a value of $75. So our next performer began writing her music at the age of 12 after growing up in a musical family. Her career began at the age of 15 while attending Booker T. Washington High School for the Visual Art and Performing Arts, where she was inspired and moved by her talented peers. In 2016, she was a semi-finalist in the B.W. Stevenson Memorial Singer-Songwriter Competition, hosted by Poor David's Pub, where she was the youngest participant. Also, the same year, she was accepted into the LA Grammy Summer Program at USC. And in 2017, she traveled back to LA to record at 64 Sound Studios and created her first EP, Grounding, which gained traction in Dallas and throughout global radio stations. Her song, Just Take Time, was named #2 in 28 by the MISO radio in London, while another song off the EP, Gave All My Love Away, was trending in France. Her two latest singles, TFIL and Paralyzed, were recorded locally in the summer of 2018 and released in 2019. After being accepted in the music songwriting programs at Berklee School of Music in Boston, the New School in New York, and Loyola in New Orleans, Belmont University in Nashville, and the University of Miami Frost School of Music in Florida, she was one of 12 chosen for the Bruce Hornsby's Creative American Music Songwriting Program. So now please welcome love song and easy listening and pop category semifinalist McMillen Musgrove performing Safety Net and Fade Away.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I think I'm so sorry, the bio might have been a little not updated, but my recent singles are Safety Net and Fade Away. So I'll be performing those today. This is Fade Away. Walk away, walk away, walk away, walk away like I always do. You know I try and get it right, but in my mind it's still a fight. I'm stuck inside a loop. What do I do? What do I say now? I wanna love, but I don't know how. Stuck in my way, in my way, in my way, in a way it's really nothing new. Do I really like you? Do I really wanna stay? Are you really for me? For me? Do I wanna play this game? I know it isn't right to push and pull until we break. Do I like you? Should I let it fade away? Should I let it fade away? That was my first song, Fade Away, and this is my next song called Safety Net. I got questions, piling them up from the floor to the ceiling. It gets messy though. Would you get it? Would you stick around if you knew all my feelings? Would you let me go? When I cry, you don't mind. You just pull me closer. Maybe I'm safe this time, leaning on your own. I know, said it feels so good when I let go. Dive in deep, you're my safety net when I'm falling out. You're my best friend, maybe that's why I'm so scared of you leaving. Without you, I slip on a tightrope. Losing my balance is one of my telling signs. Already you're in. Oh, when I cry, you don't mind. You just pull me closer. Maybe I'm safe this time, leaning on your own. I know, said it feels so good when I let go. Oh, dive in deep. You're my safety net when I'm falling. When I am falling down. When I am falling down, when I'm falling down. When I cry, you don't mind, you just pull me closer. Maybe I'm safe this time. I know, said it feels so good when I let go. Oh, dive in deep. You're my safety net when I'm falling. When I am falling down. When I am falling down. When I'm falling down. Thank you guys so much for listening and for having me on.
That was wonderful, Malin. So good to hear you again. It's been
Thank
a
you so
long
much.
time.
Yeah, yeah.
Great, great, great songs. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. So up next is another performer who is long affiliated with DSA. He's won many awards from us through the years, and he's also featured in the Great American Song Hall of Fame and is known for his award-winning original acoustic songs with the kind of lyrics that make Nashville writers salivate. NSAI named him the one to watch. And here to perform today is Americana category nominated song All That Remains, co-written by Harri Wolf. So please welcome Michael R.J. Roth, all the way from Panama City, Florida.
Hello, Barbie.
Hey,
Can you hear me?
Michael. Yes.
Oh, okay. Wasn't sure. All right. Yeah, here we are down in beautiful, freezing Panama City, Florida. They tore down the railway station, pulled up the ties and the tracks, demolished the downtown Kmart, crushing mannequin dreams into trash. They say it'll make the town better when they put up a fancy new mall. The hurricane flattened the old one. I don't recognize my town at all. Oh, that remains when places we've lived are swept away like sand. Oh, that remains when love reaches out and no one touches its hand, and our lives disappear in a past that clings like a stain. The memory is all that remains. The years haven't been kind to me lately. My job disappeared without a trace, like so much that had once been a part of me. It's just a memory left in its place. Oh, that remains when places we've lived are swept away like sand. Oh, that remains when love reaches out and no one touches its hand, and our lives disappear in a past that clings like a stain. The memory is all that remains. I can only vaguely remember there's a pier out on St. Andrews Bay where you let go of my hand forever. That memory just won't grow away. Oh, that remains when places we've lived are swept away like sand. Oh, that remains when love reaches out and no one touches its hand, and our lives disappear in a past that clings like a stain. The memory is all that remains.
Another great song, Michael.
Thanks, Barbie.
How many songs have you and Harri written together?
I don't know.
A lot.
A
I've heard
lot.
a lot of good ones out of you two.
Maybe a couple hundred. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not by Nashville standards is nothing, but by I don't know.
Well, thank you so much for performing today again.
Thanks for having me.
Well, I now have the opportunity to present a special award. DSA is honoring Charles Carter again this year with a special award for having the most songs that made the semifinalists in our song contest for the fourth year in a row. He had 30 nominated songs, while Wayne Gathwright was second with 16. So we put up the certificate, and here's how the certificate reads. DSA certifies that Charles E. Carter is the winner of the Charles E. Carter Most Nominated Songs Award in the 2023 DSA Song Contest. Thank you, Charles, for supporting our contest and giving us some wonderful songs to listen to. We really appreciate it. Charles is so prolific. He's such a great writer, too. So next on our agenda, and next performer is a singer-songwriter who now lives in Nashville and is in the process of releasing his first record, recorded with top session players in Nashville. And I've heard a couple of those songs, and they sound great. He writes, sings, and plays acoustic guitar and drums. Don is also a journalist and author who has spent more than 40 years writing, producing, and presenting stories for TV, radio, and print in Dallas, New York, and Washington. He calls his songs stories with a beat. Born in Massachusetts, Don lived in Texas for nearly 40 years before moving to Nashville. He writes the Americana style with an emphasis on country, folk, blues, rock and roll, and bluegrass. Don has released songs as a member of the Hot Corn Band and Texas Switchgrass, as well as solo performances. So now let's welcome former DSA director, we missed him now since he's moved to Nashville, and Americana category semifinalist, Don Wall, performing Spending Time and Texas in My Jeans.
Thank you, Barbara. It's great to be here with everybody. Right now I'm in Santa Rosa Beach, Florida, attending the 30A Songwriters Festival. And Sean here is the owner of this wonderful coffee shop called The Coffee Shop, which is on Highway 98 in Santa Rosa Beach. So shout out to him. If you're ever down here, come on, stop in and have a cup of coffee. So here's my song called Spending Time. She swings through the door and she couldn't look harder. I'm back against the bar sipping whiskey, no water. She glides across the floor, heads are turning there, snuggles up beside me, sips a kiss in my ear, and you know she likes spending time with me. And I know I'm a lucky man, 'cause she takes away my pain, my blues, my misery. As you can see, she's got curly red hair and big blue eyes, sparkles like an angel under Carolina skies. She knows me and she loves me, she's my best friend, always there to save me from a low down bitter end. You know she likes spending time with me, and I know I'm a lucky man, 'cause she takes away my pain, my blues, my misery. It's what she does for me. She makes me wanna sing do 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 woo. Do 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 woo. Well, I look to the left and I turn to the right. Everybody jealous, her pants are nice and tight. The girls are filled with envy and the boys all wanna be hanging with the woman who's leaning on me. And you know she likes spending time with me. And I know I'm a lucky man, 'cause she takes away my pain, my blues, my misery. She takes away my pain, my blues, my misery. She takes away my makes me wanna sing doo 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 doo. Woo! Doo 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 doo. Woo! Doo 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 doo. Woo! Doo 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 doo. Woo! Thank you. So, whoops. So Barb mentioned that I was from the North, originally from Massachusetts, and I moved to Texas in like 83, 84 in the news business from New York City, where I was working. And so when I first got to Texas, I took a lot of razzing from the guys, and I eventually wrote this song, which is about some of my first impressions of Texas. Has a lot to do with food. It's called Texas in My Jeans. Yankee this, Yankee that, I broke down, bought a hat, barbecue chicken fry. I gained weight and that's no lie. Jalapenos, margaritas, gorgeous Texas senoritas on a highway feeling mean. Got me a plate with refried beans and cornbread, cornbread, cornbread iced tea. Eat your greens and black-eyed peas. We'll have a feast on New Year's Eve. I wasn't born here, I may not die here, but I got Texas in my jeans. July 4th, I went to Austin, spent the day with Willie Nelson. Hippies, rednecks, red hot mamas, folk will ostrich, Tony Llamas. You know I fit right in here with my eyes just full of cold beer. Cowboy dreams, blue eyes crying, it's a whiskey river, man, I ain't lying. And I like cornbread, cornbread, cornbread iced tea. Eat your greens and black-eyed peas. We'll have a feast on New Year's Eve. I wasn't born here, I may not die here, but I got Texas in my jeans. Well, I lived round Dallas 40 years. People still know that I ain't from here, but I've been through about every town. Seen the sun rise and the hell come down. Lone Star living is infectious in this nation. State called Texas, born and raised here. My kids say they never want to move away. And they like cornbread, cornbread, cornbread iced tea. Eat your greens and black-eyed peas. We'll have a feast on New Year's Eve. And the kids say we were born here, we're gonna die here, 'cause we got Texas in our jeans. We were born here, we're gonna die here, 'cause we got Texas in our jeans. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much, Don, for going to the extra effort of finding a place to be able to perform for us today. I really appreciate it. Enjoy
Yes.
your conference down there.
Thank you so much, Barb. Thanks, everybody.
Well, guys, I promised you earlier that you'd get a chance to meet the directors of our songwriting tribe. And so our next presenter grew up in Colorado and came to Dallas in 1980 after working at the Dallas Parks and Recreation Department for over 22 years in playgrounds and maintenance and athletic fields to support his family. He has now turned to developing his musical abilities at a faster pace. He is an accomplished guitarist who performs covers along with his original songs. One of his favorite quotes is, "For God did not give me a spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind." Please welcome DSA Showcase Director Phil Martin.
Thank you, everybody. As the guy who's telling you about our showcases, we have a bunch of them that I want to list for you. We have our Dallas Songwriters Association Zoom meeting, which takes place Wednesdays from 7 o'clock until 9, and there are several of us who play there, and our ID number is the same one as this one. On our fourth Thursday of the month, we have our own Bring Your Own Mic at Love and Warren, Texas, and it's streamed on Facebook and can also be seen on YouTube. That is hosted by Ricky Jean Wright. Journey of the Song is on the third Thursday. The open mic is from 6 until 8. The first two-thirds is showcases of artists, and the final third is the open mic, and that takes place at Opening Bell and is hosted by Emmeline, our very own Emmeline. We also have Six Springs. The open mic is hosted by Ricky Jean Wright on the second Thursday, Six Springs. We have special showcases for our members to perform. The Dallas Songwriters Hall of Fame, Rising Stars. They have members of us and the Bring Your Own band helping perform these songs. Again, I'm mentioning the Journey of the Song on the third Thursday, hosted by Emmeline. We also have a DSA Songwriter Spotlight monthly streamed to Facebook and posted on YouTube. We also are fortunate to be involved in some festival showcases, namely Deep Ellum Community Arts Fair and the City Line Stage at Wildflower Festival. Now, I am pleased to introduce to you Wayne Gathwright. Growing up in Victoria, Texas, Wayne's influences were classical music, the Beatles, and other British bands. As a musician, he cut his teeth playing in the college jazz band, a retro swing band, and numerous rock bands, finally joining the Drifters, who became the #1 band in South Texas. Later, Wayne moved to Austin and joined an all-original band called the Stripes, and co-founded Music Lane Recording with his brother, recording hundreds of Austin bands. He also founded a software company with a nationwide customer base. Wayne has written and recorded over 150 songs and has garnered awards from Austin Songwriters, becoming Songwriter of the Year in 2019. Wayne also won third place in the Dallas Songwriting Competition and has several publisher picks in the Texas Songwriter Symposiums. Please welcome semi-finalists in the Christian, Americana, and Pop categories, Wayne Gathwright from Austin, Texas, performing You're Killing Me, Country USA, and He Ain't Got Diddley.
All right, thank you so much. I really appreciate just being in the company of such great songwriters. This first song, You're Killing Me, was an entry in the inspirational Christian category. Don't leave me hanging, don't break my heart. My love is forever, even after we part. Why do you hurt me, cast me aside? I battled your demons, for you I would die. You could not know, you would not see. I guess this moment was meant to be. Oh, how I love you eternally, but you're leaving me hanging. You're killing me. I cared for the children as I cared for you. Shared all my secrets, what more could I do? I just wanted love. I just wanted healing. To open your eyes to what I'm revealing. You could not know, 'cause you would not see. I guess this moment was meant to be. Oh, how I love you eternally, but you're leaving me hanging. You're killing me. So give me your troubles. I know you were lost, but I forgive you. As I hang from this cross, you could not know, 'cause you would not see. I know this moment was meant to be. Oh, how I love you eternally, but you're leaving me hanging. You're killing me. Though you'll leave me hanging, you'll break my heart. My love is forever, even after we part. Okay, pick it up a little bit here. This next song, I know there's people that are not from these parts, like around Texas, but there's this colloquialism, and I guess it's maybe from this area, and it's if you want to say I don't have anything, I've got nothing, you say I ain't got diddly, or I ain't got diddly squat. So that was the inspiration for this song right here called He Ain't Got Diddly. He orders from a menu without a price. If it's once in a lifetime, he's done it twice. He's got a personal bodyguard armed with an Uzi, a gold line handmade monogram koozie, but he ain't got diddly. No, he ain't got diddly. He's got 155 IQ, but he ain't got diddly 'cause he ain't got you. Woo. He's got a drone to deliver his evening scotch, a marina to park his fleet of yachts. He's got an F1 racer and a semi to haul it, money in the bank and a bulge in his wallet, but he ain't got diddly. No, he ain't got diddly. He's got his own exotic animal zoo, but he ain't got diddly 'cause he ain't got you. He ain't got you. He's got a herd of deer on his front lawn. I got a John Deere mower that won't turn on. He's a VIP member at the Singapore Sands, but I'm a certified member at the local Sam's. But he ain't got diddly. No, he ain't got diddly. He's got a geisha girl just to shine his shoes, but he ain't got diddly 'cause he ain't got you. No, we won't take you on a Sunday drive, or write a love song that makes you cry, or watch a sunset till it gets dark, take you on vacations to any state park. Any state park. Any state park. Like Garner. No, we ain't got diddly. No, we ain't got diddly. He's got got friends with benefits in Malibu, but he ain't got Dilly 'cause he ain't got you. Yeah, he's got a lot, and that is true, but he ain't got squat 'cause I got you. That's a fun song to play.
Fun song to hear too.
Thank you. I got one more, I guess. This song is let me see. The backstory on this is that I grew up on a farm, and every now and then a bull would break through the fence and get into our backyard. So my mom would grab a broom and start banging on the metal slide, and my brother and I would start stacking rocks against the back door so that bully couldn't get in. It's called Country USA. Mama's swinging a broom by the bullpen. Old bully got out once again. Me and my brother stacking rocks, building our back door Fort Knox, so that bully don't get in. Up the ladder to the hayloft in the barn. From way up there, the world's a sea of corn. Strip down, grab a bar of soap, under the cistern pull the rope, run back to the house to get warm. Oh God, take me home. I'm surrounded, but I feel so alone. Have those times gone away? I have so many things, but I dream of a typical day in country USA. Mama's watching the bacon cook. Daddy's reading from the good book. Later we will do our chores, make a beeline for the door, ride our bikes out to the overlook. Oh God, take me home. I'm surrounded, but I feel so alone. Have those times gone away? I have so many things, but I dream of a typical day in country USA. A beautiful hot summer day on the front porch with a glass of lemonade, riding the tractor with my dad, the best times I ever had. In country USA. Oh God, take me home. I'm surrounded, but I feel so alone. Have those times gone away? I have so many things, but I dream of a typical day in country USA. A typical day in country USA. Thank y'all so much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, that was Wayne Gathwright. Thank you, Wayne. Our first category is Americana, and our judge is Colorado-based singer-songwriter, guitarist, accordionist, and mountain dulcimer JENNI Mansfield PEAL. Her experience includes 2 tours of Northern Ireland, main stage at the Kerrville Folk Festival, numerous original productions and ensembles, and 4 independent albums. The Mr. Peppermint Show featured JENNI's songs on multiple episodes that were syndicated worldwide for years, and her most recent recording is for children and for families, putting on the old folks' clothes. JENNI was named the best folk songwriter in North Texas by CBS DFW among 4 in October of 2010. From October 2012 until February 2014, JENNI created and hosted the broadcast radio show Everybody's Folk for KNON 89.3 FM in Dallas. Please welcome teacher, entertainer, and Americana judge, JENNI Mansfield PEAL.
Thank you so much, Bill.
My pleasure. It took me a moment to unmute myself. My pleasure. Thank you.
I'm going to wait till the screen is on my face.
Guess what? It is.
It is? All right. The little green box was elsewhere. Thank you so much, Barb. Here are the Americana semifinalists. All That Remains by Michael R.J. Roth and Harri Wolf of Panama City, Florida. By Youssef, dedicated to Frank Allen Swayze by Charles Carter of Terrell, Texas. Country USA by Wayne Gathwright, Austin, Texas. Hayride by Charles Carter of Terrell. My Beautiful Mistake by Louise Kate, Alexandria, Virginia. Old Abandoned Farmhouse by Andrew Wolfe of Washington, D.C. Write About You by Mark Patterson and Barney Doyle of Plano, Texas. Spending Time by Don Wall, Nashville, Tennessee. Texas in My Jeans, also by Don Wall. When You Were Loving Me by Andrew and Elizabeth Wolfe of Washington, D.C. And the winners are honorable mention, Country USA by Wayne Gathwright.
Oh God, take me home. I'm surrounded, but I feel so alone. Have those times gone away? I have so many things, but I dream of a typical day in country USA.
In third place, By Youssef, dedicated to Frank Allen Swayze by Charles Carter of Terrell, Texas.
Straight back to the place I call the Pez. By yourself is a lonely place near home. By yourself has the tallest cypress trees. By yourself has the biggest, fattest crawfish. By yourself is the place I wanna be. The pool is underwater, the kingfishers.
In second place, When You Were Loving Me by Andrew and Elizabeth Wolfe of Washington, D.C.
If I could change anything in this world, I'd change what my life has come to be. And if I could turn back the pages of time, I'd turn back to when you were loving me.
And first place, My Beautiful Mistake by Louise Kate of Alexandria, Virginia.
As the moon begins to rise above you, you remain
Now I'd like to introduce Theodore Henning. He is a singer, songwriter, and self-styled folk musician who is based in Fort Worth, Texas. In the early years, he began by learning dobro guitar and played the instrument in several groups doing mostly bluegrass renditions. In the 1990s, he started writing his own music and lyrics, recording his inspirational album, Train Is A-Comin', which received favorable reviews. His Apothel Credo band out of Fort Worth has performed at Bluebonnet and Wildflower festivals, Fort Worth's Mayfest 5 years in a row, Cowtown Stockyards events, including Pioneer Days, Stockyard Station, and Red Steagall's Gathering, and other such venues around the state. He has recorded a number of albums, and his songs can be found on YouTube. Please welcome Christian, inspirational, and instrumental semi-finalist Theo Henning performing "I'd Be a Fool."
Thank you. I'm pleased to be here. Little boy asked his daddy, who put the stars up in the sky, who made the fluffy white clouds and caused the birds to fly. Why are the trees and grass so green, he asked with lonely and blue eyes. Then his daddy knelt beside him and began to summarize. I'd be a fool if I told you that it all just came to be, that there is no guiding hand behind beauty that we see. I'd be a fool to say things contrary to my heart. 'Twas a power greater than ourselves that brought it all about. Mommy and I remember when we got down on our knees, like Hannah in the Bible, directed heavenward our plea. We asked the Lord of all creation, the one who rose up from the tomb, do a miracle and Mommy create a baby in her womb. And I'd be a fool if I told you that it all just came to be, that there is no guiding hand behind beauty that we see. I'd be a fool to say things contrary to my heart. 'Twas a power greater than ourselves that brought it all about. Now look into the mirror, son, tell me what is it you see? I see your face and my face, and Mommy's eyes look back at me. Because the Lord of all creation, the one who rose up from the tomb, did a miracle in Mommy when he created you. And I'd be a fool if I told you that it all just came to be, that there is no guiding hand behind beauty that we see. I'd be a fool to say things contrary to my heart. 'Twas a power greater than ourselves that brought it all about. Yes, I'd be a fool to say things contrary to my heart. 'Twas a power greater than ourselves that brought it all about. Thank you.
That was great. Thank you. Will Townsley is a singer-songwriter, film composer, performer, and has been a music educator for 20 years. Y'all can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay. He has composed and arranged music for various ensembles of all levels, and his music for films includes scores for 4 documentaries. As a former Nashville songwriter, Will wrote several songs featured in the Curb Publishing catalog. His composition, Blues for Addie, was recorded and performed by the UT Arlington Jazz Orchestra on their CD release, Caravan of Cool. He's opened for major artists and has performed for major organizations including the Dallas Cowboys and has showcased at the world-famous Bluebird in Nashville, Tennessee. As a music educator, he is currently the assistant professor of music industry studies at the University of Texas in Arlington, where he teaches courses in recording techniques, songwriting, film scoring, and music business. Furthermore, he holds a doctoral degree in saxophone performance from Texas Christian University. Please welcome country semifinalist Dr. Will Townsley from Arlington, Texas, performing Nothing to Do with You.
Thank you, guys. I ask if you want to go out. You say you'd rather stay at home. I ask, should we call our friends? But you'd rather it be us all alone. Girl, if it's nothing that you want to do, then I love nothing to do with you. Grab a bottle and a radio and meet me out on the front porch swing. Kick back and catch a little buzz. Find an old country song to sing. I'll be staring your way, taking in the view, 'cause I love nothing to do with you. 'Cause there's nothing like some time without all the crazy. We could lose our minds in some wine and a little lazy. You and me alone is always long overdue. I love nothing to do with you. Nothing wrong with taking you out. Gotta do it every now and then. As long as I get to be with you, it don't matter about the where or when. We can find a lot of love in a little solitude, 'cause I love nothing to do with you. 'Cause there's nothing like some time without all the crazy. We could lose our minds in some wine and a little lazy. You and me alone is always long overdue. I love nothing to do with you. I love nothing. Girl, when you wanna do nothing, I love nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. Thank you.
That
That was great, Will.
Yeah, that was very good. Next, I have the pleasure of introducing Alexis TAPP. As a performer, poet, and award-winning songwriter, Alexis has crossed various musical genres, carrying her from standard pop to country, to jazz rock fusion, and more recently to multiple Christian styles. During her 23-year intermittent relationship with DSA, Alexis has developed relationships and has received education that has helped her hone her writing skills. She has completed a shape note music catalog and is currently working on 2 Christian-based musicals. For the past few years, Alexis has served as our lyric contest director. She won the 2022 Vern Daily Songwriter of the Year Award. And here is our current reigning Songwriter of the Year, Alexis TAPP, to present the Christian category and lyric contest winners.
Hey out there,
Hey.
Facebook land and friends. I appreciate being here today. I want to introduce the Christian inspirational part of the ceremony. Our Christian inspirational judge was Art Greenwald, who is an American musician, a record producer, and audio engineer, also awarded the Grammy Award in 2003 for Best Southern Country or Bluegrass Gospel Album. It was called We Called Him Mr. Gospel Music, the James Blackwood tribute album, and additionally, he founded the independent record label Greenwald Records. He is a bassist, multi-instrumentalist, and a manager for the Light Crust Doughboys, which he officially joined as a band member in 1993 under the direction of Marvin "Smokey" Montgomery, one of Greenwald's musical mentors. The symphony performances and other enterprises of the Light Crust Doughboys in the 1990s and in the new millennium are largely the product of his imagination and promotional skills. In addition, his musicianship, production, arranging, and songwriting has included work with Noki Edwards, Tom Brumley, James Blackwood, Anne Margaret, Engelbert Humperdinck, Trini Lopez, and Ronnie Dawson. We thank Art for his time and his expertise as our judge in this category. And although he couldn't be with us today, we know that he worked hard on this part of the production. I will present the Christian Inspirational Semi-Finalist for Art. Forever in Love by Dave Peeler, Pottstown, Pennsylvania. Gratitude, Love, and Forgiveness by Wayne Gathwright, Austin, Texas. Here I Am by Matthew Mordhouse, Grapevine, Texas. I Am Praying by Charles Carter, Terrell, Texas. I Found Jesus in a Bottle by Robert Junch, Oro Valley, Arizona. I Miss Touch by Wayne Gathwright, Austin, Texas. I'll Be a Fool by Theodore Henning II, Fort Worth, Texas. Miracle by Emma James, Corpus Christi, Texas. Other Side of the Wind by Louis Kate, Alexandria, Virginia. The High Pasture in the Shadows of the Rockies by Mark Patterson, Plano, Texas. The Media's at War by Charles Carter, Terrell, Texas. There Is a Way by Wayne Gathwright, Austin, Texas. To Be a Tree by Wayne Gathwright, Austin, Texas. And You're Killing Me by Wayne Gathwright, Austin, Texas. And the winners are, I assume I'm supposed to read these now. The Media's at War by Charles Carter, Terrell, Texas is, I believe, third place.
The media's at war with religion on TV. Don't pray to God in public, 'cause now that's obscenity. Unless it's for a football guy or a natural disaster, with no mention of the Bible or life in the hereafter.
So I recognize Joe Milton's voice on that recording. Good job, Joe. I think this is second place. Somebody tell me if this is the right way to do this, please.
It is second place, and you're correct.
Okay. The Other Side of the Wind by Louis Kate, Alexandria, Virginia.
Who is a saint I identify with Mary and Christ. He never won an argument, but good beat that great timing. He got in at the end. I'll see you on the other side of the wind. See you on the other side of the wind.
And our first place winner in the Christian inspirational category is I'd Be a Fool by Theodore Henning II of Fort Worth, Texas.
I'd be a fool if I told you that it all just came that we see. I'd be a fool to say things contrary to my heart. 'Twas a power greater than ourselves that brought it all about.
Congratulations to the winners. Those were great songs. I was the screener for that category, and I know he Art had a hard job before him on that one. Okay, I am also the lyric contest director, and DSA holds a quarterly lyric contest to offer recognition for the efforts of lyricists and give them a chance to have their lyrics featured on the DSA website. The winners receive a certificate and $50. Here are the 2023 lyric contest winners by season. The winter 2023 winner was Kingdom Come by Bill Capek of West Wildwood, New Jersey. Congratulations, Bill. The spring 2023 winner is Final Moments by Dwayne Hummel of Gig Harbor, Washington. And the summer 2023 winner is The Last Song by Wayne Gathwright of Austin, Texas. I don't know why there are only 3 categories there, but okie doke. I'll move on. I only see 3. So I'm here to introduce Renee Schaefer and Andy Hill. Since a chance meeting at the University of Denver, this talented songwriting pair have carved out a unique niche for themselves in the Los Angeles music scene, and behold, and beyond, and behold, they're a team with more than 200 performances a year. As a songwriter, he is a student of the folk and rock classics, and she showcases her blues and jazz vocal chops. She was named Best Solo Blues Artist at the Telluride Blues and Brews Festival, receiving a rousing response from the 12,000 plus festival crowd. Along with her band, Hard Rain, they have taken their unique sound and multi-instrumental skills to venues large and small all over the world, including New Zealand, Ireland, Italy, Thailand, the Philippines, China, and across North America to very approving crowds. They have also played at the Kerrville Folk, Napa Valley Folk, and High Sierra Songwriter Festivals. Their PBS concert special, filmed at the University of Colorado, Boulder, recently won an Heartland Emmy. Their 17 independent CD releases have won them countless awards, including Los Angeles Music Awards, Americana Group of the Year, Best Duo Group at the International Acoustic Music Awards. Their top 40 CDs of the year, runner-up for Best Folk Act at the Crossroad Musical, and a 2-year run at the Music Magazine Best Unsigned Bands semifinals. In addition to all this, they will be celebrating their 32nd year hosting their own Bob Dylan Music Festival, Dylan Fest, to be held at the Torrance Cultural Arts Center on Saturday, June the 4th. Please welcome, and I apologize for me butchering your information there. I did not understand that .com. Please give us that if you feel up to it. But meanwhile, please welcome country and pop category semifinalists Renee Schaefer and Andy Hill, all the way from LA, performing I Fall Apart and Fuse 32.
Well, thank you so much. We're so happy to be here. I'm originally from Texas, but I have not lived there in a really long time, but I'm starting to talk like y'all. That's all I have to say. All right, this one's called I Fall Apart.
lies we told to hide all our shame. I fall apart when I see your face, lying there, words floating by, alone with the heartache, knowing that I fall apart each time I say we fell apart and gave away the love we had and never asked why we fell apart. We fell apart. When we fell apart, I fell apart. Well, there you go. All right, I see you clapping, so I'm confident you can hear us.
Yes.
That was Renee Safier, my music partner for the last 100 years or so, singing her song, I Fall Apart. That was from our album, Fuse 32. And while we tune up, I'll just say we've been blown away by the level of talent that we've heard this afternoon, the range of songwriting and the range of voices that deliver those songs. We're honored to be included here, and thank you so much for the invitation. All right. This one's called Fuse 32.
Men in high places with the gavels and maps, anonymous faces, satellites, wire taps, a pipeline flowing next to a feather in the dirt. You check to see which way the wind is blowing. You can never be sure. Open your eyes, take a look around. Everybody's waving flags, and the fuse keeps burning down. Ronnie was 20 years old, served like his father, proud and brave. He believed as president in the manner he was raised. He came back wounded and with a terminal disease. No one knows the name of in these years of secrecy. Open your eyes, take a look around. Everybody's waving flags, and the fuse keeps burning down. Take a look around. Everybody's waving flags, and the fuse keeps burning down. Down.
There's a cave inside a mountain, a hunter on the hill. We try to tame the beast, we're first trained how to kill. But truth arrives in whispers, enlightenment, if at all, with shackles round the ankles and rattles down the halls. Where hatred spirals, she rises like a ghost from a gun. From the heart of every wounded father, through the veins of every son.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody.
I think I'm introducing Bobby Montgomery here. He is a performing songwriter whose award-winning recordings have garnered him Songwriter of the Year in 2014. His song Love Without Money was a finalist for Song of the Year in 2017. Many thanks to Bobby for leading DSA's fundraising drive and helping DSA stay afloat. He's a beast. Also for being a dynamic program director and executive vice president. Please help me welcome Bobby Montgomery.
The Dallas Songwriters Association belongs to you, the membership, and you can be proud of what DSA does for the community of music. I want to take a minute to claim bragging rights for DSA. Roy Elkins has said that one of the songwriter organizations he has worked with, out of the songwriter that he has worked with, DSA offers more benefits to its members. And in fact, on occasion, he has suggested that they may want to follow the DSA example. And it's true, DSA is actively involved in research and developing meaningful benefits for our memberships, some of which you will learn about later from Michael Brandenburg. And all it takes is money. While membership fees, songs, lyric contests generates much of what we need, our growing organization needs more. To that end, and for the past 2 years, DSA sponsored the Wild Dog Offshore Fishing Adventure out of Port Aransas, Texas, which garnered much appreciated funds into our operating account. We also participate in the September North Texas Giving Day program, giving our members and or the companies they work for the opportunity to make tax-deductible donations to DSA. For many years, DSA founder Barbe McMillen had a dream to create the Dallas Songwriters Hall of Fame program. Because of her awareness of the vast number of iconic singers, songwriters, musicians, celebrities with roots in North Texas, it was determined to be a worthwhile undertaking. DSA kicked it off 9 years ago, and it has grown in production and attendance for each year since. Each year we have inducted 6 or so of these iconic performers into the Dallas Songwriters Hall of Fame, and we have DSA members and under 18 years old rising stars from local schools of music and members of the BYO band performing the songs of these icons. Special thanks to Susan Schultz for coordinating rehearsals with the rising stars and the BYO band at Leavenworth, Plano, Texas. In keeping with our mission to give back to the community in which we serve, we are a proud sponsor and donor of the Christmas in July toy drive, providing hundreds and hundreds of toys to the underprivileged children in South Dallas, including over 100 bicycles. For many, it's the only gift they will get for Christmas. What a joy it is to see the smiles on those sweet little faces and those kiddos. We also have a scholarship program in which we award to rising stars enrolled in college to pursue a career in music. Each year in May, we have a booth at the Guitar Show in Dallas, and in October, the Guitar Show in Arlington. Members are invited to work our booth, tell other songwriters about our great organization, to also tour the exhibit, to rub shoulders with the great and near great, perhaps catch a show and see what's new in the world of guitars and sound. Member appreciation parties. In August, we have our DSA pool party at Joe Milton's home. And in December, we have our DSA Christmas party at Michael Brandenburger's home. As you might imagine, it's just great food, wonderful fellowship, and oh, the music we play. Our country category judge has been songwriting since 2000, following 27 years in the television news, including stations owned by Hearst and Pulitzer. He has found that songwriting is much like writing a news item. It is all about storytelling. He writes in many genres, including country, rock, Americana, religious, and comedy. He is also a featured singer in Parker Station, a party band based in Dallas area. He is a member of the Dallas Songwriters Association. He is also affiliated with Music Grove Coach, a mentoring program by hit songwriter Lance Carpenter. Sam has served as a coordinator of the Dallas chapter of the Nashville Songwriters Association International since 2006. He is currently director of local chapter for the Associated Press. Please welcome country category judge Sam Moore.
Thank you, Bobby, and thanks for this opportunity to judge some really great songs. Here are the country semifinalists. All I Want to Do Is Dance by Tommy Patterson of Comanche, Texas. Anything But This by Wayne Gathwright, Austin, Texas. Back Then by Steve Ledford, Garland, Texas. By Youssef, dedicated to Frank Allen Swayze by Charles Carter of Terrell, Texas. Blue Collar Man by Charles Carter. Bourbon Trail by Mark Patterson from Plano, Texas. Close Enough by Wayne Gathwright, Austin, Texas. Dallas by Charles Carter, Terrell, Texas. Folsom by Charles Carter. I Fall Apart by Renee Safier, Redondo Beach, California. I Still Got Enough for You by Robert Yuck, Oro Valley, Arizona. In Dreamland by Charles Carter, Terrell, Texas. Lord Lay Me Down by Andrew and Elizabeth Wolfe, Washington, D.C. Meet Me in the Moment by Mark Patterson, Plano, Texas. Millie from Oklahoma by Charles Carter, Terrell, Texas. Nothing to Do with You by Will Townsley, Arlington, Texas. Only the Warriors by Mark Patterson and Lee Parvin from Plano, Texas. Proud to Call It Home by Kevin Reardon, Bobby Joe Peace, Riverside, Connecticut. The Tunnel by Charles Carter, Terrell, Texas. Wedding Party by Wayne Gathwright, Austin, Texas. Who Do You Belong To by Charles Carter, Terrell, Texas. Who's Lying to You About Me by Steve Ledford, Garland, Texas. And You're Working for Somebody by Mark Patterson of Plano, Texas. And the winners are, first honorable mention, I Fall Apart by Renee Safier, Redondo Beach, California.
I fall apart when I see your face. My tears, they start and leave a trace of lies we told to hide all our shame. I fall apart.
In third place, Dallas by Charles Carter of Terrell, Texas.
I'm singing my heart out in Dallas tonight. You can feel the passion in my song. Tomorrow, Albuquerque, on Friday, Santa Fe. I keep singing till I'm dead, or the pain is gone.
In second place, Nothing to Do with You by Will Townsley of Arlington, Texas.
Love nothing to do with you, 'cause there's nothing like some time without all the crazy. We can lose our minds with some wine and a little lazy. You and me alone is always long overdue. Oh, I love nothing to do with you.
And in first place, Close Enough by Wayne Gathwright of Austin, Texas.
A submarine that's almost leak-proof or half of a haircut. No, some things just don't cut it. Well, they're not close enough.
So congratulations, Wayne.
Thank you. That's a great honor. Thank you so much.
That was a really cool song.
Yes, it
Thank
was.
you.
Okay, I'm going to introduce our next presenter, Michael Brandenburger. He has been involved in the music for over 40 years, playing blues and jazz guitar since his high school days in San Antonio, and has been active in the blues circuit in Dallas through the years. He joined DSA in 2009, and in 2018, he was awarded DSA Song of the Year for his song, A Time for Love, and again in 2021 for You're the Best. He's been DSA president since 2014 and was recently reelected for another year. Here is our leader, Michael Brandenberger.
All right, can everyone hear me?
We can hear you fine, Michael.
Okay, very good. I first, before I get into discussion of the instrumental category, I want to give a special thanks and shout out to our song contest co-directors Barbe, McMillen, and Harri Hewlett. They have put in an unbelievable amount of hours and effort in putting this show together. So I hope everybody really appreciates their work. They always do a great job, and this year is no exception. So thank you, Barbe and Harri, for all your efforts, and also thanks to the category judges and the and the screeners for their efforts in selecting these songs. It takes a good while to put all that together as well. So thank you to everyone. We really appreciate it. The next category is instrumentals, and our instrumental category judge was John Bryant. He's a Dallas-based drummer, percussionist, composer, music producer, and founding member of the world music percussion group, The Drum. He is adjunct professor at the Southern Methodist University Meadows School of Music, and he majored in music at the University of North Texas, where he performed and recorded with the 1 O'Clock Lab Band. And he has recorded and performed with numerous artists, including Ray Charles, Delbert McClinton, Joe Walsh, Lightning Hopkins, Paul Winter, Paul Stokey, Phil Ramone, Stuart Copeland, the Dallas Symphony, and Doc Severinsen. Bryant has also played, composed, and produced music for many different types of projects that include regional artists, touring shows, major motion pictures, and documentary films for PBS and National Geographic. And in early 1974, he joined the acclaimed world music group Paul Winter Consort, playing drums and percussion. Based out of New York City, he toured extensively throughout the country doing concerts and university clinics. He also recorded with the consort and Paul Stuckey in New York and worked with producer Phil Ramone. And we thank John for his time and expertise as a judge. He has quite the resume. Here are the instrumental category semifinalists. Amarillo Blues by Theodore Henning, the second of Fort Worth, Texas. Conundrum by Conrad Schwartz, Vancouver, Washington. Ray Gun Ranger by Conrad Schwartz, Vancouver, Washington. Song for George by Andrew Wolf of Washington, D.C. And Summer Days by Lance French of Rowlett, Texas. And the winners are in third place for instrumental is Summer Days by Lance French of Rowlett, Texas. All right. In second place in instrumental category is Armadillo Blues by Theodore Henning II of Fort Worth, Texas. Good. And the winner for the instrumental category is Song for George by Andrew Wolf of Washington, D.C. All right, congratulations to all the winners. Before I introduce the next performer, I'd like to just talk a little bit about some of the benefits of being a DSA member, because it's a great organization that does a lot of things, and we keep very busy trying to help songwriters throughout our music community. And one of the most important things, of course, is our monthly meeting and workshop, which is on the first Thursday, and we do that virtually via Zoom. And we have great speakers for those meetings every month. You don't want to miss any of them. For example, last month we had Bill Rainey, who is one of the most recorded jazz, maybe the most recorded jazz jazz rock everything bass player in the world. He has recorded thousands of songs for various artists, including Aretha Franklin and Steely Dan and dozens of others. And next month we're going to have Roy Elkins, who's the president of Broad Jam. He's going to give a great talk to us, and so you don't want to miss hearing Roy. So that's just one example. And then, of course, very important feature of those monthly meetings are the song critiques. And you have to be a member to enter a song in the song critiques. The meetings are open to everyone, but you have to be a member to enter a song for the song critiques. And that's where we get our entries for the best songs of the meeting and Songwriter of the Year competition for members. And we will have the winners announced from last year, announced via streaming on Zoom on February 17th to our Facebook page. So you want to see that. And we will also announce our community service awards at that time. And then, some other benefits. We've talked about this earlier, but the performance opportunities are really, really great because we participate in two major festivals in the Dallas area. First, the Deep Ellum Community Arts Fair, which is in April, and we have a stage at that event, and members of the Dallas Songwriters Association are picked to perform on that stage. So that's a great opportunity. And then in May, for the Wildflower Arts and Music Festival, we also have a stage at that festival. And we select members from the DSA to participate on that stage as well. So those are terrific things that we offer for membership. So I hope everybody that's not a member will consider joining. Next, I'd like to introduce a performer by the name of Jill Ridderford. She writes music for the soul, for living, and for exploring. She released her debut album, Homecoming, in May 2011, a second album, The Summer Project, in November of 2013, and has also published 8 singles. And she continues to write new material, and she also recently has been focusing on electronic compositions. Many of her tracks have reached the finals or have been shortlisted in song competitions in Australia, the UK, and the USA. Please welcome Love Songs, Easy Listening category semifinalist, Jill Ridderford, all the way from DY, North South Wales, and Australia. So we are truly international.
Thanks so much, Sam. Yeah, I'm here in Sydney, Australia. And
Sydney, all right.
It's great to be with you over there in Texas. I was actually at South by Southwest 5 years ago in Austin, which I really enjoyed. So hope to get back there one day. This is my song called Again. Seeing you again feels like coming home.
Feels like time has flown. It's like now is then. Pieces of the past turning into daylight. Something here just feels right, and it's happening so fast. Maybe we could make a life before it gets too late. Maybe we could ride that wave long enough to seal our fate. You caught me at a bad time. I thought I heard the last line, but now I see what's in front of me. Yeah, it's our time to shine. Seeing you again feels like coming home. Feels like time has flown. It's like now is then. Pieces of the past turning into daylight. Something here just feels right, and it's happening so fast. There's no point in looking back, life's too short to wait. No shame in a second chance, it's all ours to take. You caught me at a bad time. I thought I'd heard the last line, but now I see what's in front of me. Yeah, it's our time to shine. Seeing you again feels like coming home. Feels like time has flown. It's like now is then. Pieces of the past turning into daylight. Something here just feels right, and it's happening so fast.
Thank you, Jill. Great song, great song. And I'm reminded of the last time I was in Sydney, Australia, which was 55 years ago.
Oh, that's a long time. You'll have to come back.
That was a long time ago.
Thanks very much.
Anyway, I'm going to introduce the next category, love songs and easy listening. And the judges for that category were Kent and Kay Ellinson. Kent has been a part of the Dallas music scene since the early 1980s and has performed in jazz groups for years and played in concert and many jazz greats, including Randy Brecker, Kevin Mahogany, Clark Terry, Chris Vidala, Bill Woods, and others. And he was a full-time music instructor at Booker T. Washington High School for the Performing and Visual Arts, the Dallas Arts Magnet, and has taught jazz piano at Collin College in Plano and Eastfield College in Mesquite. Kay has been called small but mighty with a dynamic range of voice and style, and is a familiar name in the DFW area. And her fan base circles the globe thanks to her versatility and smooth, silky style. Please welcome our Love Songs Easy Listening judges, Kent and Kay Ellinson.
Aww.
What's wrong?
Thanks for including us. Gonna turn it over to Kent.
And I will say the same. And again, special thanks to both Barbie and Harri for the great work that they do for this event year in and year out. So we were the judges of the Love Songs Easy Listening, and I'm going to list to you the semi-finalists, the names of the songs and who wrote them. So number one, again, the song you just heard by Jill Ridderford, DY from NS Wales, Australia. Dreaming Me Home, Song for Ukraine by Andrew Wolf, Washington, D.C. Fade Away by Pam Musgrove and Eva Honey of Dallas, Texas. I Still Got Enough for You by Robert Juk, Oro Valley, Arizona. In Dreamland by Charles Carter of Terrell, Texas. Kids on the Beach by Mark Patterson, Plano, Texas. Lindemar Girl by Mark Patterson, Plano, Texas. Strawberry Margaritas by Robert Juke, Oro Valley, Arizona. There's a Lot More by Charles Carter, Terrell, Texas. Until You Become Mine by Phil Ibsen, New York, New York. We Say I Love You by Kenny Nagura of Conconuli, Washington. We're a Couple by Robert Juke, Oro Valley, Arizona. And You're a Halo by Deborah Goosen, Los Angeles, California.
The envelope, please. And the winners.
Hang on. Okay, go ahead, I guess.
The winners are honorable mention, You're a Halo by Deborah Goosen, Los Angeles, California.
Pieces surrounded by your light, love's the one emotion I see, glowing in the shadows of blasting so bright. You're a halo shining on me, you're a halo shining on me. I wear my imperfections on my sleeve.
Third place.
All right. And third place, We Say I Love You by Kenny Nagura, Conconuli, Washington, for the song.
And she says I love you as she falls into my arms. And then he says I love you as he gives into my charms. And we say I love
Second place, Until You Become Mine by Phil Ibsen, New York, New York.
to hear your voice beside me. It would be a song to find me until you become mine. It seems you have walked in my dreams, stolen all my emotions, left me lost in this ocean I've imagined with you. My wish was to have you to treasure, and my only true pleasure was to wake up with you.
You know, I do have to say it's really hard because all these songs are so incredible. But I'll announce the first place winner, Fade Away by Pam Musgrove and Eva Honey, Dallas, Texas.
In my way, in a way, it's really nothing new. Do I really like you? Do I really want to stay? Are you really for me? Do I want to play this game? I know it isn't right to push and pull until we break. Do I really like you? Should I let it fade away?
Congratulations to everyone.
I need to make one correction in this winner.
Yeah, I was thinking you do.
Now the actual writer of the song was McMillen Musgrove. Pam was her mother. Somehow or another we confused.
Sorry, Mom, you don't get credit for that one.
I can explain that. Pam entered the song for Malin.
Okay,
And,
so Malin, congratulations to you.
Thank you so much. Good to see you guys.
Yep, likewise.
So I just want to make that correction, and we'll get the certificate changed with the correct name. But thank you.
Okay.
All right.
And
So,
thanks to everyone.
I do apologize. There's always something like that that comes up. And Pam entered that for Malin. And so we, that's how it came out in the database. And then we later on, too late for the certificates, found out that it was Malin that wrote the song with her co-writer, Eva Honey. So congratulations to Malin and all of the winners that are there. Well deserved. And a hard job, judges. I understand that. So it's great. So I have the opportunity to present the winner of a drawing that we do every year.
Oh, I didn't know it was a thing.
Everyone has a chance to win in this song contest. So we do an out of the hat drawing from all the entries in the contest. And each song contest entry has a chance to win a $50 gift certificate. The last couple of years, we've done a gift certificate from Amazon. So we'll talk about that, or however, whatever is the best way to do that. So with the winner. So the more you enter in this contest, the more chances you have to win. And of course, Charles Carter has won in the past years because he enters the most songs. But this year, entry number 138 was drawn in our meeting in November by our guest speaker, Chris Robley. And it was a love songs and easy listening category entry titled Again by Jill Ritterford. So all the way from Australia. So congratulations, Jill, for your good fortune in that winning drawing.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're very welcome. So I will get with you later on how to deliver that to you by email. Okay, so we had Alan Corby scheduled to play, and boy, when I was doing his bio, it sounded so exciting. He'd played with the Doobie Brothers and ZZ Top and Rare Earth and Deep Purple and Buddy Miles, and he was going to do 2 songs from this next category, children's category. But, he got the flu, like a lot of us have had the flu, lately. And so he was unable to perform. So, Alan, if you're out there listening on Facebook, sorry that we couldn't hear you perform your songs, but we will get to hear little clips of them here later, maybe. So I'm going to introduce our next judge for the next novelty children's category. She's a musician and has a Doctor of Liberal Arts Study from SMU's Simmons School of Education and Human Development. She was doing research that seeks to identify whether the act of creative writing, with or without music, can better prepare children for adverse experiences and provide them with the tools to process those experiences. She also feels that because music engages the entire brain and reaches aspects of the human spirit that are beyond words, the creation of music is uniquely capable of facilitating post-traumatic healing. So she's hosting our Journey of a Song showcase and open mic monthly at the Opening Bell, as well as a podcast by the same name on the Deep Ellum Radio Network. Please welcome our novelty children's judge, Miss Emmeline, or Mrs. Emmeline Miles, and I don't know what her new last name is because she just got married.
She's keeping her last name, so no worries.
Oh, okay. So she's going to be Ms. Emmeline Miles. Huh?
Yeah, we'll stick with doctor, right? Thank you, Barb, and a huge congratulations to all of the amazing performers and winners so far. It's such an honor just to be on the Zoom and hear everybody play. It was a wonderful honor to hear all of these amazing songs in the novelty children's category. I was so honored to get to listen to all of these pieces. The creativity and the skill was just mind-blowing. So I'm so excited to present our winners. So honorable mention was Santa Claus Got Lost by Louise Kate in Alexandria, Virginia.
The presents, they got hijacked. Too bad about that. Wound up in the projects, East LA. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year too. Merry Christmas.
That song has just such a fun, quirky vibe and such an original take on the Christmas track. Our next honorable mention was I Got an App for That by Charles Carter in Terrell, Texas.
This application's gonna make him fall in love with me. I got an app for this, I got an app for that. I got an app for my dog, I got one for my cat. I got an app that'll make him fall in love with me. It costs 99 cents, but I wish that it was free.
I Got an App for That is just such a bouncy, upbeat rendering of romance in the age of technology. I thought the words were fit for a windows down highway drive sing along with kids in the back seat. Our third place was The Door to Your Dreams by Mark Patterson in Plano, Texas.
In your dreams, you were born to fly. You can float on the breeze with the butterflies. You can sleep on a cloud and catch the moonbeams when you close your eyes. Close your eyes. You open the door to your dreams.
Mark's song has just a sweet, moving melody and some really, really great guitar work. Also, the harmonies were absolutely beautiful. Our second place was Like This, a dancing song by Kevin Reardon in Riverside, Connecticut.
We can pick up all our toys while we just dance around like this. Like this.
The song is such an original, empowering jam, and it definitely helped me clean my house. I also thought it was reminiscent of the kind of thing that I would hear on the place where I started my career, which was Radio Disney. It has so much character, and I know that kids are going to love it, so I hope they get to hear it. Our first place winner was Hey Little Hero by Kelly Caldwell of Portland, Oregon.
Hey little hero, my favorite little hero, how you gonna save the day today? Hey little hero, my favorite little hero, do you know you radiate strength? I've no doubt you'll be out making changes to the neighborhood.
The song had such inventive lyrics and such a beautiful message, and I loved the unique way in which the listener was celebrated. Again, I could definitely see how this would fit onto a Radio Disney format. And I thought it really spoke meaningfully to kids' insecurities and helped to celebrate their uniqueness. So great job to Kelly and to all of the songwriters. It was just such an honor to get to hear your work. And I hope you continue to write and continue to submit. All right. I think Kelly will get to pick up her award soon. But my next duty is to intro a wonderful singer-songwriter and watercolor artist who has a BA in math from Texas Women's University. In the songwriting world, though, she's primarily a lyricist and a vocalist. He was her vocal coach who over time became her songwriting coach. He used to teach songwriting at Baylor and is a member of the Imperials. He's been honing skills as a music producer and is responsible for the instruments and the mix for Getting Started. This pair is excited to share this collaboration with you today. That was so much fun to write. It's my honor to welcome to the Dallas Songwriters Association stage singer-songwriter semifinalists Michelle Holbert and Paul Smith from Coppell, Texas, performing Getting Started.
Yeah, thank you. So glad to be here.
Thank you.
All right, here we go.
Ready.
Tell it to me straight, like I'm too much of a dreamer. Honest about these word lines, I'll try to make things clearer. You don't believe in fate, can't say that I do either. No need to label it, I'll try not to seem to either. Take it in for what it is, you and me, just like this. I don't need to know your friends, we don't need to make it public. It's too soon for expectations, baby, we're just getting started. We're just getting started. Once again we stayed up too late, sweet talk keeps getting sweeter. I think I'm gonna lose this high, but then you pull me in tighter. Take it in for what it is, you and me, just like this. I don't need to know your friends, we don't need to make it public. It's too soon for expectations, baby, we're just getting started. We're just getting started. It can just be magical, it can just be news. Don't pressure, baby, it's just me and you. It can just be magical, it can just be news. Don't pressure, baby, it's just me and you. It can just be magical, it can just be new. No pressure, baby, it's just me and you. It can just be magical, it can just be new. No pressure, baby, it's just me and you. I don't need to know your friends, we don't need to make it public. It's too soon for expectations, baby, we're just getting started. I don't need all your secrets, you can keep some to yourself. There's no rush, we'll figure this out, baby, we're just getting started. We're just getting started. I don't need to know your friends,
I don't need to know your friends.
to make it
We
public.
don't need to make it public.
For expectations, baby, we're just getting started. We're just getting started. We're just getting started. We're just getting started.
All right. That was wonderful, guys. Thank you so much. What a great performance.
Thank you.
Good to hear you guys. Wow. Okay. So we've got another presenter up next and judge. He's a prominent figure in the Dallas area music community because he hosts events that bring together local songwriters, including open mic nights at the legendary Poor David's Pub. He is also an advocate for those recovering from traumatic brain injury and hosts live music events to raise money and awareness for TBI. A native of New Mexico who has lived most of his life in Texas, many of his songs reflect his time in both places. Rob has worked as a toolmaker, a luthier, singer-songwriter, and airline pilot. Please welcome our pop rock judge, Rob Case.
Oh, hi, how are you doing? Thanks for having me on.
So good to have you here, Rob.
Well, I'm supposed to talk to us about the pop rock semifinalists, and we've got a whole list of them here. I'll just go down them all here one at a time and hope nobody got left off, because the printout's a little sketchy on part of this. But we have songs like 57 Chevy by Steve Ledford of Garland, Texas. The Ballad of Wally Funk by Charles Carter and Terrell. Dixie and the Kid by Kenny Noguera of Concooley, Washington. 7-Eleven by Louis Kate of Alexandria, VA. What else we got? Everything by Ian Sanger, Canton, Georgia. Fade Away by Pam and Malin Musgrove and Ava Honey of Dallas, Texas. Thought that was a place for a second. Fame by Charles Carter, Terrell, Texas. Fuse 42, Andy Hill of Redondo Beach, California. Getting Started by Michelle Hobart, Paul Smith, Coppell, Texas. He Ain't Got Diddley by Wayne Gathwright, Austin, Texas. A snappy tune it is. We got Jagged Memories by Steve Ledford, Garland, Texas. Little Miss Logical, Wayne Gathwright, Austin. Look Away by Christi Sasser of Fairhope, Alabama. Or is that Alaska? AL. All right, that's
It's Alabama. Alaska is AK.
okay. Yeah, I was thinking it wasn't a state yet when I was there, but that was later. Love and Smoke by Scott Thorman, Norfolk, Virginia. Ballad of Wally Funk, Charles Carter. Dixie and the Kid, this is a repeat. I've done some of these already. 7-Eleven, we talked about that. Make sure none of these got left out. It appears to be a repeat. Love and Smoke by Scott Thorman, we already did. So that was, some of those are repeated. And here's the second page. Love Me Tonight. McCain, let's see, by David Hardwick, Stuttgart, Baden-Württemberg, Germany. More Blues Than I Can Use by Mark Patterson of Plano. Pick Up Those Pieces by Kenny Noguera, Concooley, Washington. Safety Net by Malin Musgrove, Ava Honey at Dallas, Texas. She Turns to Wave by Kenny Noguera, Concooley, Washington. The Devil's Gone High Tech by Charles Carter, Terrell, Texas. And The Media Is at War by Charles Carter, Terrell, Texas. And that would complete the list. With some redundancy there. And our winners, if we're ready for the winners, who wants to hear the winners? I think it's time. Honorable mention, we have Pick Up Those Pieces by Kenny Noguera of Concooley, Washington.
Like your forever promise, that's
Rob, somehow you got muted, I think.
It's probably intentional on my part. The unintentional part was not the unmuting. So that was Pick Up Those Pieces, Kenny Noguera of Concooley, Washington, for honorable mention. Third place, we have Safety Net by McMillen Musgrove and Eva Honey of Dallas, Texas.
I'm safe this time, leaning on your shoulder. All I know is that it feels so good when I let go. Dive in deep, you're my safety net when I'm falling.
And that's nice tune. I like that one a lot. Second place, we have Look Away by Christi Sasser, Fairhope, Alabama.
Yeah, we both know I want more than what you're looking for. Don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me that way. Don't ask me to, don't ask me to stay. 'Cause if you hold me, I'm not gonna wanna let go. You're just another dead end on this dead end road. 'Cause I'm done living in the shadows, you know, that's no place for me. So
Another great tune. Yeah, I like that one a lot. And first choice, and the big list here, the number one, the one we picked, is Everything by Ethan Singer, Canton, Georgia. And it impressed me how difficult it was to actually make some coherent choices. There are so many good songs on this list that I spent probably 10 times the time I thought I would in the selection process. But these are some good tunes, and the authors ought to be very proud of themselves.
Thank you,
Certainly.
Rob. Did you have help from your lovely wife?
I always do. Yeah. Of course. She probably is a much better choice as judge for this than I would have been in the first place. She leans a lot more towards pop music, and just her on our Spotify list, I'm sure has more pop than mine does. But she's pretty much better at everything than I am anyway, so I expect that.
We really appreciate you guys. Definitely appreciate it so much. And we'll see you around at Poor David's Pub or on the Monday night virtual open mic at Poor David's Pub.
Be great.
Thank you so much, Rob.
Come on by the shop here anytime and see us.
All righty. We'll plan
Come buy
to.
a violin.
Okay,
Great to see
so moving along that now, our next category, and by the way, congratulations to all those winners. Melinda, that was great. Christy, that's good. I know Christy's watching out there. So our next category is the final category, and that is singer-songwriter. And our singer-songwriter judges were Bobby Smith and Dorinda Duncan. Bobby Smith is an author and gospel producer. He traveled the road many years with Christian artist Dion, but has now switched his creative talents to fiction writing. His novel Downline is a gripping tale of the world of multi-level marketing. Dorinda Duncan Smith is a songwriter who has performed across the U.S., most notably at Bluebird Cafe in Nashville, and I believe she performed, opened for the Beatles at one point in her career. So former recording artist with Capitol Records. She is working now on a Christian album with Bobby, producing. In the past, they have judged the Christian category, but this year they are our singer-songwriter categories. And thank you so much for doing that for us, Dorinda and Bobby Smith. Please welcome Dorinda, Duncan, and Bobby Smith.
Yay! Hey. Yay! You know, Barb, this is, I think, the 5th year we've done this. And when we first started doing it and we sent you our info, I fear we were too modest. And the only reason I say that is because someone judging a songwriter contest ought to have some experience. So I should mention that, number one, I was a owner and operator of a commercial recording studio for 13 years
in Miami.
And in Miami, and I ran a publishing company. I would go to ASCAP, get advances for my songwriters. I hawked record productions and songs in Nashville and New York, and I've had to face off with A&R guys that would shut you down in a second if you didn't have the goods. So and then I did travel with Dion for 3.5 years, but I wrote 13 songs for him as a songwriter. And I was a producer. As a producer, I was on a Grammy list for best new artist of producer of the best new artist of the year. So, you know, we've got a bit of experience.
You do. We need an updated bio from you guys.
Okay, I'll do it. You know, every year I've been saying to myself, you know what, we've got to send Barb some more. Yeah. So here we are, and we'll get it to you. Anyway,
we're so happy, you guys. We're so happy you let us judge this. We look forward to it every year, and this year we had the opportunity to do the singer-songwriter category, and that was really exciting for us. The competition was just really great.
Yeah, we agonized once again.
So I would like to read the semifinalists. And that's A Thought by Wayne Gathwright, Austin, Texas. And By Yourself, dedicated to Frank Allen Swayze by Charles Carter in Terrell, Texas. Dallas by Charles Carter also. Dallas Tonight by Charles Carter. Forever Drive by Jeffrey Whitman in Plano, Texas. I'm Sorry by Charles Carter in Terrell, Texas. Golder by Wayne Gathwright, Austin. In Dreamland by Charles Carter in Terrell. Life is Hard by Eric Ramsey, Scottsdale, Arizona. Lonesome Is as Lonesome Does by Lewis Kate, Alexandria, Virginia. Love and Smoke by Scott Thorman, Norfolk, Virginia. River of Memories by Charles Carter. Second Chances by Andrew Wolfe, Mark Reynolds, Washington, D.C. The Tunnel by Charles Carter in Terrell, Texas. Wonderland by Trinity Reed, Plano, Texas. Zip Code by Charles Carter in Terrell. And you want to announce the distinction of this category is that the writer will be the performer also. And so our honorable mentions, I'll read those and then you can read these. The first honorable mention was Behind a Wall by Wayne Gathwright in Austin.
He couldn't get inside, can't go over it, can't go under it, can't go through it, can't go around it. So he dreamed, and he dreamed.
Love that song. Okay, next honorable mention is Forever Drive by Jeffrey Whitman, Plano, Texas.
Forever drive, leave the shadow of a life behind, and maybe rent a room somewhere with a view of a mountainside. I'll forever try to build the courage for the sacrifice, so I can say without regrets indefinite goodbyes.
Okay, in terms of the second and third place. Third place is Wonderland by Trinity Reed from Plano, Texas.
You brought me into the light, and when I touch you, the voices go quiet, and slowly the pain has begun to subside. This is my wonderland, where you can go, do the impossible into the unknown. Can I get a little bit of help? I think I'm lost in my wonderland, wonderland, wonderland.
The second third place is Life is Hard by Eric Ramsey, Scottsdale, Arizona.
She told him, I do appreciate your intent, but if you would look past my chest, well, you would see I just can't. Life is hard, life ain't fair. Oh, I would grab more opportunities, maybe throw caution to the air, but I can't hold on to nothing. I can't even comb my hair. Yeah, life is hard. When you're feeling kind.
Yeah, that's the bluest of blues, I'll tell you. First place is Lonesome Is As Lonesome Does by Lewis Kate, Alexandria, Virginia.
Why she left him, he don't understand. He thinks about how love should be. Can't forget how love once was. In between is that because lonesome is as lonesome does. Lonesome is as lonesome does.
Very nice song.
All right. What a great title. Lonesome is as lonesome does. Well, thank you so much, guys. Good to see you, Bobby and Dorinda. And congratulations to Louis Kate and Eric Ramsey and Trinity Reed and Jeffrey Weedman and Wayne Gathwright. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about the grand prize winners because we've got a special guest today. Roy's coming up. And so I want to tell you just a little bit about how he gets the audio files for the grand prize. All three winners in each category are placed in a folder in the cloud for our grand prize judge, Roy Elkins, to listen to and pick the grand prize winners. The song titles are in alphabetical order, and he uses the same score sheet as the category judges do, rating each song from 1 to 10 on hook, melody, lyric, structure, originality, and truth. So it's unknown to the judge how each song placed in its categories. In the past, we've had honorable mentions, win grand prize. So also, he doesn't know who the songwriter or singer is. It's a very anonymous judging process. And he returns the judge's form with his scores and gives us extensive comments, which we will later post on the website. So here, and he's going to tell us a little bit about them here in a minute. So here are the prizes that our grand prize winners will receive. The first place grand prize winner wins a Casio PX S1000 Privia piano. And our grand prize winners and our first and second runner-up get a 1-year Broad Jam Primo MOB membership. And that's at $199.95 value. And then, and that includes the artist's website 1-year hosting. And then get a song critique from me and a recording time at Joe Music Studio, which is just really great. And then if Roy's going to do Between the Waves conference again this year, you get 2 tickets to the Between the Waves conference. And that's in Madison, Wisconsin. Or it could be online. I don't know what he's planning to do. I bet he'll tell us though when he comes up. So I want to tell you a little bit about Roy Elkins. He's been our grand prize judge for a long time, and we really, really appreciate it. Roy has been a well-known entrepreneur, and he's been leading the music industry innovations for many, 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 many years. And in 1999, he founded Broad Jam, which serves independent musicians and industry giants such as the Academy of Country Music and CRB and NAMM. This year, they picked up the Wildflower Festival, so I know they do a number of festivals and contests around town and around the United States and worldwide, probably. They are a licensing service which is connected to over 18,000 songs to music supervisors around the globe. Prior to Broad Jam, he had been executive position at Sonic Foundry and InSonic. Recently, he launched Between the Waves Conference. Well, that's been a few years ago now in Madison, and provides musicians with the knowledge to make a living making music, which is important these days because everything is DIY. Roy is an accomplished musician and a songwriter who thoroughly understands and loves the musician's world. He has lectured at many colleges, organizations, and events around the world about entrepreneurship. And that includes our Dallas Songwriters, who's done many, many workshops for us. And we've got one coming up on February 1st. So Broad Jam has been our online submission partner since we think 2001. And in 2020, I think we were the first song contest to be on Broad Jam. And in 2020, Roy was awarded by DSA the Excellence in Community Service Award from Dallas Songwriters. As I said, each year, Roy does an extensive critiques of the songs, and we place his comments on our website. He is absolutely the best song contest judge in the universe. We are so happy to have Roy joining us today to announce the winners. Hello there. And where did Roy go? Oh, no, where is Roy? Roy here.
We lost him.
There we go.
Well, we see his picture. What happened to Roy?
That's a picture, but we don't see Roy.
Oh my, what do we do? Well, I'd like for him to announce the grand prize winners. So I tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the thank yous, and then when he shows up, we will come back and he can announce the grand prize winners. So I'd like to thank everybody for coming today. It's important for our performers to be here. We'd like to hear them play those wonderful songs that we got to hear as semifinalists, and the judges are here, more judges than ever before. We really love that, and our presenters, and our guest Roy Elkins, if he shows back up. You know what though?
We'll fix it
I
in
just
the video.
want to thank that a big thanks to Harri Hewlett, my co-director, without which I could not be doing this. Harri does so much work behind the scenes. He's such a wonderful person, and just a delight to work with. And we just couldn't be doing this without Harri. So if you get a chance, send Harri an email and thank him for all the work that he does as the wizard program director, video direction. And Troy Inslee for the audio clips, and Keith and Bill Martin. I mentioned them earlier, but they're back there doing the stage management, and seeing who's online.
Roy.
And Bill Halim did our certificates.
I wonder if you're on the wrong one.
We think we found Roy, but
we'll get you. Hang on. Let me get a message to Barb here.
we're working on. I can hear you, Harri, talking, and so we're working on getting Roy back on here. So we thank our sponsors, Casio and Joe Music, and of course Broad Jam, and
Barb.
Yes, Harri.
Barb, I've got Roy on the line. He's on another. We got the wrong number or something. He's here, but we just can't get him on the line yet. Hang on, we'll have him.
Okay, we'll hang on. And
okay,
anybody
Roy,
else have? Give him your Zoom number again by email, the link. And that's what we'll do. Boy, didn't we have some great performers today? I love getting to hear those songs just in the raw on a Zoom feed with, an instrument and a voice. It just is really wonderful. And our songwriters are such good singers. They really know how to present their songs. It's great. And then it was really neat that we had some of our performers were winners in their categories, and that was cool. And so Dallas Songwriters, talk a little bit about Dallas Songwriters. You've already heard all about what we do and everything. We're easy to connect to because we have members from all over the world, and a lot of our workshops and things are online like this is. And so you can be a part of it and not have to travel and get out. And if you live far away, you can still be part of our tribe. The fun thing about it is every Wednesday, we are online performing our songs. And you can come any Wednesday. It's just kind of like we do a song circle, and it's very informal, and it's just kind of like a little get together. We talk to each other and catch up with what's going on through the week and perform our songs. So I really encourage y'all to tune in on Wednesday evenings, and it's every Wednesday at 7 to 9. And we stream that to Facebook, and it's fun. It's fun to get to know each other a little bit better. And then if you are in the Dallas area, it's fun to come out to Love and War. And this is so funny that we have Roy on here, but he says he's on a different Zoom thing. But he's somehow on here. I don't know how that worked.
Barbie,
yes,
I would like to say you look lovely today.
Oh, thank
you.
you,
Put
Alexis.
together a very nice and cohesive script. I know it took you many, many hours to do that. And so I wanted to thank you for all that effort.
Thank you, Alexis.
These little glitches will come up. I could barely see my script today, so I apologize for that, but I'm having eye surgery, so bear with me till it gets better. But anyway,
Here comes the judge.
here's
All
here's
right.
Roy
Here-
now.
Well, you're gonna have to he's probably on a different thing or something now. Is he?
All right, can everybody hear
I
me?
see. We can hear you, but we've got to,
Okay, let me start the
you
video.
don't have your video.
Okay.
Yeah, start your video.
Wow.
You don't have your video. Yeah, start your video.
Wow.
You don't have your video. Yeah, start your video.
Needless to say. Needless to say. I am hearing an echo. I am hearing an echo.
Me too.
We had you, you were on here, but you weren't on there. Does that make sense?
You were on here, but you weren't on there. Does that make sense?
So you're logged in on another device, Roy, somewhere.
Logged in on another device.
Oh.
Somewhere. Logged in on another device.
Okay. Here's what we don't do. This is what Harry would say if I hadn't butted in first. Go to your mute.
You're muted, Bill.
How's that? Test 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
All right, that's good.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'll start out the session to tell you how high tech I am and how
It happens to the best of us, let me tell you.
hold on, I'm still getting an echo.
Let me tell you.
Have you got speakers on?
I don't know what's going on. Why I'm getting this echo. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Are we okay now?
I don't hear the echo now. I think we're good.
Sorry, I thought it might be coming from this photo that's up there too, but well, okay. Thank you, everyone. That was a exciting entrance, huh? Before I get started, I want to offer my condolences for the Cowboys tomorrow night. For those of you who don't know, I am in Wisconsin and a diehard Packer fan, so I'll just offer my condolences. Anyway, now that
you're our big rival.
On my list.
You've always been our big rival. We know that, but I'm sorry. We're gonna win tomorrow, and I hate to say that, but I'm sorry for you.
As much as I hate to say it, you're probably right, Barb. We're lucky we're there. We're lucky we're in the playoffs. So, again, thank you guys for having me again. I'm always honored, and I always just like to say a little about DSA because of what you guys do. And I have the luxury in my job of working with a lot of groups around the country, and I tell them all, go see DSA. And every time I log in and talk to you guys, and there's just something a little more that you're always doing. So congrats on what you do. And I'm thrilled to be part of this because well, I judge a couple other things, but this one I get to really dive in and listen to the songs over and over again. And this year I adapted AI because as many of you know, you've read my reviews and you know I'm not Emily Post and I'm not a great writer, but I like to convey my thoughts and archive them. And so I used AI this year, and it was very interesting because AI can be a fantastic tool. All we hear about is the threats of AI and all of the things that it could go wrong. But I found it to be just an absolute tool that I use probably 5 to 10 times a day, every day when I write notes or send out just maybe a paragraph to a friend. So what I did this year is I listened to the songs, and like I always do, I bullet point my ideas and then I craft them into a paragraph, and I put it in AI to correct all my grammar and my spelling. And that's really, and I want to make sure when it comes out, it really has interpreted what I meant. You have to go back and you have to edit a few things, but if you haven't tried it as a songwriter, please do. And because it will help you give you ideas as a writer. And it's not, it'll write a song for you if you want it to, but it's a little too much for me. But if you give it a shot, in fact, I think sometime in February, if I'm not mistaken, maybe February 1st, it is that I'm doing a seminar for DSA on how to use AI as a songwriter. So with that, this is the first review session that I had help from a robot. So it took a bit more time than usual. And I spent a lot of time doing this, but it took a bit more time because, again, like I said, I wanted to make sure I get it right. It was pretty amazing this year because there was one song that just jumped out at me right away when I went through the list the first time, and it stayed right close to the top the whole time. And as I do this, the songs move up and down, and every time I listen to them, and even after today, listening to some of the performances today, I was thinking, geez, did I make the right decision on this and on that? And like all of you, sometimes songs just grow on you over time. Well, I only have a certain amount of time to do this, so I might not get that that 3 or 4 months sometimes it might take for a song to grow on you. So I'll just jump right into it. And before we cue the songs, Harri, I'll give a little review of the songs, and then we can cue them. And we don't have this one queued up, but I just want to talk about one song. There was a song called Close Enough. And I think somebody today that performed that, if I'm not mistaken, or it was played. And I wrote about this song, and I have a detailed review of every single song that was submitted. I think I reviewed 31 songs this year. And this song was really interesting, number 5. It came in 5th on my list. And the reason it was interesting is the first song I ever heard that I thought, there's 2 great songs here. I thought the progression and the music was fantastic, and I thought the lyric was fantastic. And the song's called Close Enough, and I actually picked up my guitar, and I played a blues pattern, a couple different blues patterns, and sang the lyric. And I thought I was Howlin' Wolf there for a minute. It was just, the lyric is so good in this song. I just felt that, and it's a fantastic song, as it is, and it's ready for prime time. I just thought it moves to the great level if it's got a blues progression underneath it. And I just want to acknowledge that, although it didn't make the top 4, which I have to review today, I just want to acknowledge that song because I thought it was fantastic. I don't know who wrote it.
That was Wayne Gathwright.
Oh, great. I've listened to Wayne's stuff over the years, and he's a fantastic writer. And it was just a fantastic song. I just love it. And it was a fantastic lyric and a fantastic piece of music. I just wasn't sure they worked quite well enough together. So the honorable mention, the song that I judged in 4th place, and I'll read a little what I wrote about it, is a song called Nothing to Do with You. And I thought the concept of nothing to do with you was truly endearing, and it resonated deeply. Initially, I pondered whether it should be phrased, I'd love to do nothing with you. But then I picked up my guitar and started playing along, and I said, I can understand why they came up with that title, because I went through about 20 titles myself as I was playing around with this song. And they must have explored numerous versions of that hook, but I love the song. And the bridge is exceptionally strong. And I'll just point out some things as we listen to it. Maybe you might agree or disagree with me. And it seamlessly complements the verses. Very simple lyrics. It seemed to be the year of simplicity with lyrics. And usually I don't lean towards overly literal lyrics. I like the lyrics that have maybe a double meaning. And like, for example, there's a line, I ask if you want to go out, you say you'd rather just stay at home. That's just, as literal as it gets, and it worked. And the beauty of this song lies in the simplicity of the lyric and the melody and the straightforward words. From the progression is simple. It's a universal sing-along. It's one of these songs that I think if you got the right person to cut it, it would just, it'd be a hit. And production wise, didn't hurt either. It was a strong demo, remarkable quality. And it was clearly a seasoned writer. And I think somebody performed that today, right? If I'm not mistaken. It's a fantastic piece of work.
Yes, that was Will Townsley.
Will Townsley? Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's a really good song. Demonstrating excellence in every aspect. So we can go ahead and play that now.
I asked if you wanna go out. You said you'd rather stay at home. I asked should we call our friends, but you'd rather it be us all alone. Girl, if it's nothing that you wanna do, then I'd love nothing to do with you. Grab a bottle and a radio and meet me out on the front porch swing. Kick back and catch a little buzz and find an old country song to sing. I'll be staring your way, just taking in the view. I love nothing to do with you. 'Cause there's nothing like some time without all the crazy. We can lose our minds with some wine and a little lazy. You and me alone is always long overdue. Oh, I love nothing to do with you. Nothing wrong with taking you out. Gotta do it every now and then. As long as I get to be with you, it don't matter about the where or when. But we can find a lot of love in a little solitude. 'Cause I love nothing to do with you. 'Cause there's nothing like some time without all the crazy. We can lose our minds with some wine and a little lazy. You and me alone is always long overdue. I love nothing to do with you. I love nothing, girl, when you wanna do nothing. I love nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you.
Such a great song. Such a great song. And when a lyric and the melody isn't fantastic, what I mean, it's not it's not a Whitney Houston song by any means, but it's just like perfect. The melody's perfect for that lyric. And I really like that song. And the other thing I wrote about this is that you find a different way to say the same thing. That's what great songwriting is. You just find a different way to say the same thing. And that's, he wanted to spend time with his lady, and he found a different way to say it. And if you took those lyrics, nothing to do with you, it could be a whole different meaning without those verses. So, I want nothing to do with you, but so clever, so clever. So congratulations to Will. So the next song, the third place song, is a song called Safety Net. And I'll just read what I wrote here. The song opens simply with uniquely with a singer stating, "I got questions," followed by the melodic delivery of piling them up from the floor to the ceiling. Really a great line there, and a captivating staccato rhythm. When you hear that, just listen to how the writer wrote that rhythm. It's really good. leaving the listener, I just wanted to hear more after I heard that. And then the verses boast an exceptional and distinctive melody, setting them apart from typical compositions. The piece stands out among recent releases, showcasing a level of creativity that's truly refreshing. And it was interesting, the musical progression accompanying the vocal carries a shade of jazz pop, reminiscent of styles one might expect from a Spinners track. I kept thinking of the Spinners, and as I go back and listen, I don't know why, but it just kind of, because if you listen to Spinners tracks, they got a lot of jazz underneath them, even though it's a very pop band. I don't know if you remember the Spinners. I Never Knew Love Before, Then Came You, and Games People Play, and all their great hits. It kind of reminded me of that, the chords used in the progression. The chords hold immense potential to become the song's defining moment. The line, "All I Know," is sung like an anthem, seamlessly reintroducing the listener to the core of the song's message. The song uses metaphors like safety net, tightrope, dive in deep, losing my balance, and piling them up, offers a fresh and original perspective on love, making the exploration of this theme intriguing and novel. In summary, Safety Net shines as one of the standout entries in this competition, fearlessly delving into the themes of vulnerability, fears, and resilience. It's an emotional sincerity and relatability coupled with its innovative approach to expressing nuances. It makes it compelling and a memorable composition. So congratulations to this person, and Harri, you can go ahead and play it.
I got questions, piling them up from the floor to the ceiling. It gets messy though. Would you get it? Would you stick around if you knew all my feelings? Would you let me go? When I cry, you don't mind. You just pull me closer. Maybe I'm safe this time, leaning on your shoulder. All I know said it feels so good when I let go. Dive in deep. You're my safety net when I'm falling. You're my best friend. Maybe that's why I'm so scared of you leaving. Without you, I slip. On a tightrope, losing my balance is one of my talents. I'm already all in. Oh, when I cry, you don't mind. You just pull me closer. Maybe I'm safe this time, leaning on your shoulder. All I know said it feels so good when I let go. Dive in deep. You're my safety net when I'm falling. When I am falling down, When I cry, you don't mind. You just pull me closer. Maybe I'm safe this time. All I know said it feels so good when I let go. Dive in deep. You're my safety net when I'm falling. When I'm falling down.
What a great song. Just a great song. I just love the, those little Rhodes piano, dun dun, in there just to accent the vocal a little, and great arrangement. Everything is good about that song. It's right center of what's happening in R&B pop right now too. We're just pop. So congratulations to whoever wrote that. I'm not sure who was that one, Barb or somebody. I don't know. So, all right, well, let's get on to the next song. The next song is really interesting.
Roy, it was McMillen Musgrove.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I joined a little late, but I think she played today, right? If I'm not.
Yes, and Eva Honey, McMillen Musgrove and Eva Honey.
Yeah, that's a great song. Boy, they're a good songwriting team, that's for sure. The next song is my second place song, and you could easily visualize a bunch of folks gathered on a porch strumming this tune. It's completely different than the previous two songs. The singer wanders through childhood memories swathed in nostalgia. Well, by the way, that swathed in nostalgia, that I would have never written that. AI wrote that for me, but I agree with it 100%. That's why I left in there. So I don't have that kind of vocabulary. So I'll just tell you that as I go along. But you feel like you're back home, but you're home, but you feel alone. In fact, I think there's a line in there that suggests that. The melody is very singable for just about anyone who can carry the slightest bit of a note. The hook mixes the melody up a little, but again, delivered perfectly, and the closing line is definitive. Similar to the other entries in the competition, these lyrics are wonderfully simple yet effective. It's a challenge to use familiar rhymes in a fresh way, and the writer managed just to do that, like do our chores and beeline for the door. I always say that, if a song says our love is so real, I'm down on my knees begging me please, you stole my heart right from the start, I'm crying on the floor, head to the door, that you probably need to rewrite those lyrics because they've been done a few times before, but I love the phrase beeline for the door. And anticipating a rhyme between I have so many things and but I dream was not expected. It was interesting because I expected it to rhyme with a previous line, and it kind of threw me a little, but it worked well. I thought the line would rhyme with the word away from the previous one, yet it set up the hook in a subsequent line beautifully. Whether it was intentional or instinctive, it was a very clever choice. Familiar expressions like take me home and I feel so alone are employed well. Nothing groundbreaking in the world of songwriting, yet the key lesson remains uniqueness isn't always crucial if the execution is effective, as evidenced here. And there was one small thing you might want to notice on the delivery of Feel So Alone. It almost conjures up the image of John and Paul singing together. It was a pleasant touch that brought a smile to my face. Obviously, I don't consider production at all when I'm listening to these songs, but that one just it felt right. There is a little fault to the song. While it may not fit snugly atop the pop charts, it easily it'll find a home in the repertoire of folk country or bluegrass artists. It's all right. So let's go ahead and play Country USA.
Mama's swinging a broom by the bullpen. Oh, bully got out once again. Me and my brother stacking rocks, building our back door Fort Knox, so that bully don't get in. Up the ladder to the hayloft in the barn. From way up there, the world's a sea of corn. Strip down, grab a bar of soap, under the cistern pull the rope, run back to the house to get warm. Oh God, take me home. I'm surrounded, but I feel so alone. Have those times gone away? USA. Mama's watching the bacon cook. Daddy's reading from the good book. Later we will do our chores, make a beeline for the door, ride our bikes out to the overlook. Oh God, take me home. I'm surrounded, but I feel so alone. Have those times gone away? I have so many things, but I dream of a typical day in country USA. A beautiful hot summer day on the front porch with a glass of lemonade, riding the tractor with my dad, the best times I ever had. I ever had. I ever had. In country USA. Oh God, take me home. I'm surrounded, but I feel so alone. Have those times gone away? I have so many things, but I dream of a typical day in country USA. A typical day in country USA.
You know, I don't know how one could listen to that song and not like it. I mean, it's just a good song. And every line in that song is so visual. You know, you can close your eyes and hear and see every line in that song. There's nothing made up in that song. And the other thing too, if you heard that, there's 4 steps up into the setup into the chorus too, where it went dun 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 dun. I mean, it was just an excellent setup. And the music is not simple. There's some complex stuff going on there. So whoever wrote that, congrats. That's fantastic.
That is Wayne Gathwright.
Oh, it must be the Wayne Gathwright Day today, huh? I didn't realize that. Well, congrats, Wayne. That was just excellent. I just it's one that I listen to a lot, and you know, it's one that I will remember. Over the years, you kind of forget songs, but that one I'll probably remember for a long time. So fantastic work. All right, let's get to the finalist, and I'll just read about it, and then I'll tell you what song it is. And the opening line draws you in; it just makes you crave the entire song. It's not just the incredible phrasing; it's simple yet universally relatable lyric. The way the lyric blends seamlessly with the melody makes this song truly remarkable and effortlessly engaging from start to finish. The chorus hits and it's a wow moment. When a songwriter poses a question within the chorus, it has the potential to be truly magical. Think of Marvin Gaye's "What's Going On" or "What's Love Got to Do with It" by Tina, or "Where Have You Been" by Rihanna. Those questions resonate because we've all pondered them. It's a technique that keeps the listener connected and the song relevant, fostering engagement. This song brought to mind Billie Eilish's track "Lovely" that she did with Khalid. It shares a similar lyrical vibe, albeit a touch more speed in its tempo. The song could seamlessly fit into on a Billie Eilish record. And if she ever hears this, I hope she would consider doing this song because it's you know, when I first heard it, I thought it might have been her. It was so good. The song is impeccably crafted. I could rave about it endlessly. Ultimately, while the theme isn't groundbreaking, it's about a girl who likes a boy who isn't entirely certain, yet her feelings persist. The execution of the lyric, well, and that's not a unique theme, but it's the execution of a theme that makes it work. The execution of lyric and melody is what makes it stand out. A shout out to the from a production note. The production is fantastic all around. This track is primed for the big leagues. It's a top-notch production, strong vocals, smart sound choices, impeccable arrangements. It's the kind of quality that I'd eagerly assign to my publishing company without hesitation. I'd love to hear more songs from this writer. And one other note, before I say the name of the song, I don't know if there was 31 songs, and I think 28 or 29 of them had just excellent productions. So I really thrilled that you know, that the quality of the demos are getting to what could have been radio broadcast level 30 years ago. So the name of the song is Fade Away. And so if we can go ahead and hear that, Harri.
Walk away, walk away, walk away, walk away like I always do. You know I try and get it right, but in my mind it's still a fight. I'm stuck inside a loop. What do I do? What do I say now? I wanna love, but I don't know how. Stuck in my way, in my way, in my way, in a way it's really nothing new. Do I really like you? Do I really want to stay? Are you really for me? Do I want to play this game? I know it isn't right to push and pull until we break. Do I really like you? Should I let it fade away? I don't mean to be mean when I leave, but I do it almost every night. When I freeze, need a breathe, need a beat, slow it down and get my rhythm right. I'm second guessing every first step. Almost wish we hadn't met yet. Stuck in my way, in my way, in my way. Hoping someday I could do you right. Do I really like you? Do I really want to stay? Are you really for me? Do I want to play this game? I know it isn't right to push and pull until we break. Do I really like you? Should I let it fade away? 'Cause you got me like, ooh, got me like, ooh, do I really like you? Do I really want to stay? Are you really for me? Do I want to play this game? No, it isn't right to push and pull until we break. Do I like you? Should I let it fade away?
You know, that song's just ready to go. It's ready right now as it is. And I was just absolutely blown away with it. And it was pretty much, after I listened to the list once, it was right in the top 3, if not the top song the whole time. And that is very rare, because I listen to songs a lot and they move up and down a lot. So
Hi, I'm driving, but thank you so much.
So yes, that is McMillen
Hi, I
Musgrove.
can't hear you guys. I don't know what's happening. Thank you.
Is that the
Okay.
writer? Is that
Yes,
is that-
that's McMillen. I'm glad you put her up on the picture on the screen, Harry.
Oh,
McMillen Musgrove.
well, she's
and her
driving.
co-writer
but she
Eva
put
Hunter.
herself.
Well, I hope
But she put herself on Zoom while she's driving, I guess.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
run
that's
off the
good.
road.
So
Is
Harry,
that the same person that wrote the safety net too?
yes.
Oh, my
Yes.
God, that's a great writer.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Great job.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm driving down the 405 right now, so everyone be safe.
All right. So she's in LA. I didn't know that.
Oh,
Okay, so she's all right. So could we also put Wayne up on the screen, Harry?
Yeah,
And let's all just give them a big applause.
Let me find him
Everybody, if you can find Wayne and put him up on the screen. I see him.
There he is.
There he is. Okay. Thank you, guys. Now, Will was here earlier, but he had to leave. But Malin and Wayne, thank you so much. You guys are great. Great songwriters. Thank you, Roy, for all your comments. That was wonderful. Yeah, so good. So that really concludes our program. If you want to put everybody up on the screen,
okay.
let's get a gallery going so we can say goodbye.
Okay. Just a second. Now, you may not see it, but they'll be there.
That's okay. We'll get them.
Yeah.
We'll get them all up.
They're
Gallery.
the gallery is showing now. That's what you'll see on
Okay.
YouTube, on Facebook and YouTube.
All right, good. All right, that's super. Everybody wave to Facebook. Thank you guys out on Facebook. And I'm going to say what Keith Dodson's song says. Like us on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube. Thanks for listening and watching today. And all of you performers, y'all were great. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Wayne and Malin.
Yes. And then Will, who's not here. Yeah.
Go
All
Pack!
right.
Don't forget, go Packers.
Go Cowboys.
And go Chiefs.
You're not
America's team.
friends over here.
Welcome.
Hey, Malin.
Everybody wave.
Okay, bye. I don't know how to get it.
Congratulations, Malin.
Okay, the live stream has stopped, so y'all can say a dirty word down, and then no one will hear it but us.
You're the dirty old man, Harry. So
Thank you,
yeah.
Roy. Thank
Yeah.
you, Roy.
Great
We
show,
appreciate it.
Barb.
And
Harry,
I,
thanks.
I want to apologize to everybody profusely for all the little flubs, but I tell you what, it's gonna be a great video because everything is easily edited.
You know what, we always make some kind of mistake. We're human. At least you know the program wasn't presented by an AI.
I know it. I get irritated with that.
So anyway, Roy, I apologize. I got the link to everybody else.
I don't know. I kept looking and looking. I said, well, maybe you just turned me on from Facebook, and so my apologies. And Harry,
What I couldn't figure out was that we had you on screen.
I thought I saw him. I really did. I thought
you were
I thought
on
he was here.
screen.
Yeah.
I don't recall.
How did that happen?
I don't recall letting him in, so I'm not sure.
Maybe it was his picture that we saw.
There could be user error on my end, but
It was
No.
his picture, but how could we have had his picture up unless he'd logged in?
Harry put it up on his feed.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, wait a minute. We still are on Facebook. What I did, I stopped the real video, and now I'm. No, we're on Facebook. We're not live. We're not live. Okay, we're good.
Hey, you guys, I got to go, but that was a really good show, and I got to up my game.